Hello, I'm Sarkis. Welcome to Hookah Unlimited. Today, we're going to be talking about something that's not getting enough attention that it deserves. We're going to be talking about the only Masterclass mini hookah on the market, the Steamulation Prime Pro X. Opening up the package, it comes in a white box similar to the Pro X video that I did, the very first, by the way, video that we recorded here at Hookah Unlimited YouTube channel. And it's a pretty straightforward unboxing here, guys. You open up the package and you're gonna see the unit pretty much put together. And when you pop it out of the package, you see that the Prime Pro X comes ready to go inside a box with some bubble wrap around it. Also, it comes with Steamulation's certificate of authenticity and an instruction manual for you guys to reference and utilize as you see fit. Taking it out of the box and the packaging, you get the Prime Pro X. In addition to the actual hookah itself, you get an additional compartment over here full of the small little bits and pieces that you would need and have it ready for use. Let's open this guy up. You slide this out and you see a folding box with some foam inside. Once you have all the parts taken out of the box that the Prime Pro X came with, you're gonna see a semi-assembled hookah and a few pieces that will complete the assembly of the hookah. You have your up stem, you have your bowl port rest, you have your bowl port, and a hose adapter port. When you grab your Steamulation Prime Pro X, it comes with a tray and this yellow stopper over here. This is just for assembly purposes. All you have to do to unscrew it is you start turning the tray itself counterclockwise, and it loosens up the little stopper over here. And then once you have that taken out, you could go ahead and remove the tray as well, and you'll see that it's got a film over it for protection, which you really should remove before you actually start using your Prime Pro X. To put your Prime Pro X together, there's actually a couple of different ways you could put it together. I'm going to go over the correct way to do it and the other ways, like two other ways that I like setting it up. So the proper way to put together your Prime Pro X is you grab your up stem and you screw it onto the Purge adapter over here, and after that you grab your bowl port adapter and you slide it inside the top of your up stem, grab your tray, put it over the rest, and then tie it all together with your bowl port. And finally, simply go ahead and slide your post port adapter into the post port, and voila, your Steamulation Prime Pro X is ready to go. The advantage of setting it up this way is pretty evident. It's a typical, German style, German design hookah, hence why the bowl port kind of slides into the up stem to make things easier, especially when you're trying to remove your tray and bowl. And this is what that looks like. You would just slide it off, and then you could dump your coals, and then you have your bowl over here or whatnot, and you could take it apart at the sink and get it cleaned up real quick and efficiently. The way I like to set up my Prime Pro X is actually just go ahead and unscrew all the parts again, and I'm gonna kind of go about it backwards. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and slide on the tray adapter onto the Purge right at top, and I'm gonna go ahead and slide this down over it, creating a seal because it's got these O-rings. So upside down is how I'm gonna set up the up stem. And then from there you could go ahead and slide your tray over the up stem and then tie it together with the bowl port again and continue using it exactly the same way. The advantage of setting it up the second way is simply so that you could segue into using or utilizing the quote-unquote secret modular aspect or version of the Prime Pro X. When you set it up the way I showed you with the tray adapter on the bottom on the upside down, you could just go ahead on a whim, slide the stem off and put it aside, and voila, the tray rest adapter simply turns into a bowl port for you. You could go ahead and without a tray add your head right on top of this and it's ready to smoke, and we're actually going to test that out. The Prime Pro X is full of features. In fact, so many features and so much character to this little pipe that it seems to me that when Steamulation was coming up with the idea of this, their whole plan was to basically take a Pro X2 or Pro X and figure out a way to shrink it while adding and maintaining all of the features that the Pro X series hookahs by Steamulation come with, just changed up a little bit so that it fits inside a smaller, more compact design. Now this hookah at its tallest is only about 16 inches tall, and at its shortest it's a lot smaller, about 12 inches tall. So what they did was, now in comparison to the Pro X2 series pipes by Steamulation, what they did here was, instead of having each port be a individual purge/hose port, they kept the function of the draw and the ability to adjust the draw of the hookah with using the same exact port as the Pro X2 series pipes. What they did with the Purge though is they gave you a dedicated Purge port up here, and it's also adjustable, just in a little bit different way. If you look at this right here, you could actually go ahead and adjust the direction of where the smoke is going to be purging from. You could make it purge upwards or downwards, and if you set it right at the center, you should be able to get it to purge up and down at the same time. The Steamulation Prime Pro X also features the same click-on heart system that the original Pro X series pipes and all Steamulation pipes come with. It's kind of their flagship, character trait. You just slide this down and you could pop this up with great ease. In addition to having the click-on system, the Prime Pro X also comes with a integrated diffuser that you can easily adjust whether you want it active or deactivated, simply by pulling this little wall over here up or down. It slides right over the diffuser, or slides right open. I prefer without a diffuser, so I'm going to make sure to lock it in place just like this. Now, when the diffuser is active, it is a open-end diffuser, and we've talked about this especially during the Union Fibonacci review, and also we've had plenty of discussions regarding the Union Sleek diffuser. It's an open-end diffuser. That means it's not going to completely make your hookah fully quiet, but it's going to help smoothen things out and make it a little bit quiet for you. So that's the advantage of that. For me, I'm going to keep it this way permanently. Alright, I'm sure you guys want to know exactly how this guy smokes, and well, here it is. Now that my bowl is started up, I have Trifecta Dark and Nirvana and Eclipse in this bowl, in this Goodfella bowl with a Provost, of course. And for the alternative way of smoking this guy, as I mentioned earlier, all you need to do is go ahead and take your head off the bowl port, put it aside for just a second, and just slide off your upstem with the secondary version of the way I wanted to set it up. And you just slide on a new grommet over the tray adapter and put your hookah right on it, and you're ready to go directly. Now this is going to make slightly larger clouds by nature of the fact that the hookah is shorter now than it was before. Of course, when you have a bowl over it, it's not going to purge upwards because the bowl's base is actually forcing it to go downwards. But I'm going to show you guys how to purge it as soon as I put the stem back on top. Alright, now that I have the up stem in place, we're going to test the purge again. and downwards with a quick twist of your fingers. Now we're getting to the part of the video that I'm sure you guys are waiting for, the actual rating of this beast of a hookah, and it is rightfully so a beast. This is, in my opinion, deserving of the Masterclass tier, and I'm very impressed by it, and I'm very happy with it. I want to preface everything I'm about to say with that fact, okay? And to recap the categories that we rate hookahs by, it's draw, purge, build quality, material quality, and function/features that a given hookah may have. So first things first, guys, the draw. The draw is nice and moderately open when you have it set up this way. However, when you get rid of the up stem and shorten it with the cheat that I revealed to you guys earlier in this video, it opens up considerably more, which is the nature of just basic physics. So rating, I'm gonna kind of give it an average ballpark rating between the two, and I'm gonna give that a 8.2 out of 10 for the draw. Going to the purge is wonderful. As you guys can tell and you saw earlier, it works as intended. Down purge and up purge. But what happens when we set it in the middle, which I mentioned earlier? Wow, it's getting a little cloudy in here. So when you set it exactly in the middle, kind of dial it in and ballpark it, let's see what happens then. Up, down, purge together at the same time. Now going towards the other bits and pieces that matter, build quality. Build quality is excellent, as is with all Steamulation products. Everything's put together beautifully, everything fits together, everything is working wonderfully, it's engineered phenomenally, and there's no loose pieces that I've noticed. Everything works together, the threads are matching, which is why I was able to flip the up stem upside down and give you guys that little cheat code, little thing that I did for you. And you know, all in all, I give the build quality a solid 9.2 out of 10. Material quality, German stainless steel, Steamulation knows what they're doing. The glass is actually nice and thick, thicker than I thought it would be. It's nice and sturdy. I don't feel like it's gonna fall apart on me. I don't feel like it's weak, and if you guys really pay attention to the reflection of the water, for example, you see that there's a good like centimeter, not quite, maybe like half a centimeter or so thickness to the glass itself. Very good. The finish, the frost is nice and even. You have the logo, and you have a little note in the back of it. Everything is working good, even to the T of the laser etchings all around the hookah, which shows the serial number and the model name and whatnot. They're beautifully finished. It is definitely a high quality hookah all around. I give that a solid 9 out of 10 for material quality. I'm really proud of this guy so far. Now, going to functions and features, a lot of hookahs have one main function. It's basically to purge, and it's basically to, you know, draw. And the Pro X series pipes from Steamulation have always gone out and done far beyond what's expected. You know, we have the up, down, and up and down purge that we have over here. We have the adjustable draw integrated into the hose port. We have the integrated diffuser that you can activate or deactivate on a whim, and also the fact that it is modular. All play a big part in some of the most, you know, usable and user-conscious features and functions that I've seen to date. I'm really proud of this little guy, and I think it's an amazing pipe. And function and features gets a solid 8.9 out of 10. All right, guys, you're gonna see the overall rating right over here, and also on the end screen as soon as my editor Phenom, shout out to Phenom Shisha _ on Instagram. Go ahead and check out his content. He makes some amazing stuff. and go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me your thoughts. If I missed something, let me know. Maybe in the future I'll revisit it and touch up on some of the things I may have missed. I don't think I did, but you know, I'm only human, guys, and you know. But I want your thoughts on this because I think this hookah is very special. For the record though, it's gonna be retailing in America, at least at www.hookahunltd.com at Hookah Unlimited. It's gonna be retailing at around $390. And I see that it's actually worth that price just because of how it's put together and just how good of a pipe it is and how much of a joy it is to smoke out of and use, and all the things that Steamulation's thought about to make it worthwhile for your purchase and for your collection. All right, guys, don't forget to go ahead and hit the subscribe button right down there, and please throw me a like, drop a comment, and visit me on Hookah UNLTD on Instagram, and say hi to me in the Facebook group at Hookah Unlimited. All right, guys, as always, God bless and deuces.